It's all about making a point. See, you're already smiling. See, you see, you're not.
Am I supposed to smile?
Yeah, you're not camera shy, are you?
Do I need a camera? I mean, I need a hat.
Well, I mean, if you have a
My
hat,
hair's a little slicked back.
I mean, I think that is it. You know, I'm recording already, right?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm already recording. The whole purpose of this whole thing is every time you set out on an adventure, you make that adventure happen. Why did you make that face, man?
I didn't know we were getting recorded.
Yeah, because this is beautiful. So last week I recorded a video. I'm gonna show you that video in just a second. I was going door to door, and I went into somebody's house, and they played me an entire song. Now it is 8 o'clock on a Saturday, 3 hours from home, and I'm with my new best friend.
Who was that?
You. You're killing me, man. You're killing me,
I'm
man.
not playing on it. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I just want to record a video. I can tie some other things to it later on, but eventually this video is going to be on YouTube. But I just want to, you're kind of cool. You know?
I'm real cool.
Real cool?
Kinda.
Okay, if you're real cool, I need you to say something cool to end this video. Sir? Sir?
The greatest love is... How's it go? I forget. I lost it. It's my thing I lost it.
Come on. Redeem yourself, sir.
The greatest love is powerless against the undisputed will of death.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm
Something
talking
to think
about. That's freaking love, man. All right, so that video that you just saw was from a customer's house that I knocked on, and I was in their house for about an hour and a half getting all of their stuff set up. And it's just amazing. It was a day last week, which is ridiculous. So I'm recording this video 2 days after the video that you just saw. I couldn't record this recap video like I talked about in the previous video because it was nighttime. It was after 8 o'clock when I left their house, and I had to drive 3 hours to get back home to be with my family. So today is Monday. The video that you saw, not before this video, but the previous video when I was in the car, that was on Saturday before I started my work. So this video is a recap of the last 3 weeks, me talking about what's going to happen over the next 7 weeks, and also just Saturday, like what happened on Saturday. Saturday, me and my buddy went out for 7.5, almost 8 hours going door to door. We knocked on 123 doors, got one sale, and set up 6 appointments for me to do tomorrow. And it was crazy. Like, that was a real full day of going door to door in the way it needs to be, knocking down 120 doors every single day and just setting the stage to make things happen. Doing that amount of work is going to set me up, because I'm talking about myself now, and it's a blueprint for anyone who's watching. If you want to build a business or you're doing something, this is how many doors you got to knock on 100 plus doors every single day, or 5 to 6 days a week, and eventually you'll be able to write your own paycheck. And for me, that is thousands and thousands of dollars a day. I got to make that happen so people overseas can eat, so people here in the United States can eat and have opportunities, and it's just making that thing happen. So to recap, just Saturday, it was dope. It was nice. It was hot. It was crazy. Going door to door for that many hours, haven't done that in a long time. 7-8 hours just in the sun knocking doors. Like, my skin complexion has already went up. I've gotten darker. Let me say that. I've gotten darker over the last 3 weeks, and that day just finished off amazing. It finished off with the video that I put before this, just me hanging out in James' house with his wife, just going over the possibilities to save them money and get them internet and actually sell them on a product that I believe in this stage in my life for the next 3 years, just building out this business while me building out Automate Millions and building out my film production company and also other things that I plan on building out. Over the last 3 weeks, I've put everything on the line to make things happen, to get a different perspective, to really just be about that life. There's a lot of fake entrepreneurs. There's a lot of people out there saying it's easy, or you just put a little bit of work in and it's going to work. And that's the furthest from the truth. Like, you really got to be dedicated to what you want. I was talking to my best friend / brother earlier, and he asked me, like, Robert, how was it, like, over the last 3 weeks working? And I was like, it was the craziest, the beautifulest thing ever, because people just don't want to work. And he was like, yeah, bro. He's like, that's why it's going to work, because you're willing to work. And no matter what, if you are just willing to work and do what others won't do, you're going to succeed. And that's why there's no competition. I've literally drained everything that I have to be able to do what I'm doing right now, to build out this new business within AT&T, to have stores set up in different states, to take care of my family, to keep Automate Millions going, to build out these courses, to build out the things online. There's so many different things. It's like, if I don't do it, then everything's going to fail, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to fail, right? Over the last 3 weeks, I've got to see myself do something, and that is work so hard to see something come to life. When you work and you put everything on the line, it's that much more valuable to you. And I'm realizing again and again and again and again why people don't succeed in life and why people fail. And people don't succeed. I'm getting a phone call. People don't succeed and people fail because they're just not willing to do the work. That's it. They're just not willing to do the work and put the time in, put the effort in, working 8, 12-hour days for 2 to 3 months, and just saying, you know what, my old life doesn't matter. My old, whatever I thought before, none of that matters. Only thing that matters is the thing that's in front of me. And over the last 3 weeks, that's what I've done. Even to the point where it's like right now, I end up missing my wife's birthday, but she came out the week before, so I took her out to eat and brought her a birthday gift and all that stuff. But just we are both just locked in doing what we are doing. But I missed my wife's birthday, and missed out on a lot of stuff, just time with my kids. But what I'm building is everything that I talk about in all of my videos, and that is building generational wealth. And that's doing things that other people won't do for the next 3 years. It's for the next 10 years, but for the next 3 years, I'm going to put all of my time and all of my effort into doing what I'm doing right now with Automate Millions, what you're watching right now, and also building out AT&T, building out a small team to generate over 100K per month while doing so many other different things. But just my main focus is, one of my favorite videos that I created is like putting the opportunity in people's hands and watching them grow. If I do that, if I put the opportunity in enough people's hands, then I'm going to get the benefit from it later. But I got to be about that life too. I got to be the one out there building it. I got to be the one on the ground. I got to build it from the top and go down on the bottom and build the thing all the way up. And it's a beautiful thing when you deny who you are at the present moment, everything that you know, everything that you love, and just put your whole heart into something. You really start to see that you can create whatever you want. As long as you pray about it and you be about it, then you can have whatever you want on this planet. And I'm going to try my best to record daily videos, multiple videos per day, so the process can be documented of, this is what it takes to get your first sale. Doesn't matter what you're selling. This is what it takes to get your first $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 in any industry. Give me an industry and give me a week. And that's what it needs to be for you. Whatever industry you're in, give yourself a week. Put your whole self into that industry. And if you're willing to do that, in 3 months you can have whatever you want. I'm putting myself on the line right now over the next 7 weeks. I put my whole self into it. If that's out there working 6-7 days a week, knocking on doors, and I'm talking about from the morning all the way until nighttime, I'm going to do that. I got to put in 12-hour days. But by November, it's October my time. It's October 7th my time. By November 23rd, I will have a sustained business producing thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars from my own work, from my team's work, from my business partner who has, now we have 2 locations, 2 Walmarts where we have people working out of. They're going to be producing, and in my other contract that I have is going to be producing. But I have to be willing to go to zero. I have to be willing to sacrifice everything to make that thing happen and document it along the way. That's my recap of the last 3 weeks. So what's going to happen? And if you are following me on this journey, I don't care if it's 1 person, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, 20 people, 1,000 peoples. If you follow me on this journey, I'm going to show you over the next 7 weeks what it looks like. What it looks like. Like, I'm getting sales right now in an industry that I know nothing about. I know nothing about the industry. Or I didn't know anything about the industry. Really quick, side note. When I was sitting down with this guy who was like, I'm going to be your business partner, and I'm going to help you run the business side of AT&T. He was like, so how much do you know about the industry? I was like, I don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about fiber. I don't know nothing about selling business to business in this capacity. I don't know none of that stuff. But give me a week or 2. I'm going to be a master at it. Now when I'm talking to people, it's like I've been doing this stuff for years. Why? Because I put hours into doing it. I put hours into doing it. So if you follow me, if you have been following me, I want you to just take the very essence of what I'm doing, because I have recreated myself over and over and over again. I just never documented the process, and I'm still sucking at documenting it, but I'm gonna get better at it, even going out and recording myself on the field as much as possible. You can take a product or a service, whatever that is, and go out into the world and create your own destiny with it. Doesn't matter what it is. Something you make up yourself, getting a contract like I did, or getting multiple contracts like I have, and just put everything on the line to make it happen. If you do that, you can have whatever you want. And over the next 7 weeks, I'm going to document it, which is going to be freaking tens, if not hundreds of videos of me out in the field showing you, like, okay, cool, I got a product for 500, I got a product for 1,000, I got a product for 1,500, I got a product for $100, whatever it is, and put it out there and make that thing happen. And I'm going about it this way is because people don't work, people want to work, and the ones that want to work may be that entrepreneur that need to see this right here. And what I mean by entrepreneur, I'm not talking about big business. I'm talking about somebody who wants to create their own money. If it's a solo entrepreneur, if it's an entrepreneur with a small team or entrepreneur with a big team, then you need to go out there and be about that. Because if you're not out there and you're not about that, then people are going to see it. Like the people within your organization, within your business is going to see, like, you're not talking the talk. You're not talking the talk, and that's the difference, though. That's the difference. In any business that I'm in, any business partner, they know, like, no, he's working. That means I gotta work. He's setting the example. He's changing my beliefs, so I need to do the same thing. So over the next 7 weeks, I'm going to be traveling, probably home, maybe 1-2 days at the most. And I'm going to be out, and I'm going to be beating on doors, about 100 to about 150 doors a day. And I'm going to be hitting businesses. I don't know how many business doors I'm going to be knocking on, because I still haven't calculated that yet in the right times to catch business owners and all of that. But it's probably going to be something like 3-4 hours in the morning, knocking on doors for business to business, and then trying my best to hit up networking events in between that, and then knocking on doors from like 12 until 6 because the sun is about to go down. I don't like knocking on doors after dark. Some people say knock on doors after dark. Like, no, I'm good. I'm gonna set up all my appointments to be in people's houses after dark. So it's gonna look like something like maybe 10-hour days physically talking to people, and at night is going to be maybe 3 to 4 hours building out what you see right now and building out the lead generation for the business offline within the next 7 weeks. The goal is at the end of 7 weeks, I would have built a book of business where clients are just coming to me. I'm gonna take a week off of actually physically going out door to door because my family's gonna come down. I'm still gonna be working, of course, doing other things. And then I'm gonna spend another 4 weeks out in the field. And then by the end of the year, I should have a business that is just, I say should, but I will. So I'm speaking all this into being, and I'm going to show you the process, and I'm going to show you the mental things that I do along the way to build myself up. And what I'm listening to right now on a daily basis, and I say daily, and I missed it yesterday, so I listen to Bob Proctor every day. Listen to the magic word, attitude. Like, what is your attitude? I listen to that every single day, or have been listening to every single day outside of yesterday. I'm going to listen to it right when I get done with this. The magic word is attitude. Like, what is your attitude? Going into the world right now as if you are the person that has the thing that they want. And what I'm saying and what I'm manifesting is about 10 to 20K per day generated, and I'm standing up as a stand-up guy with that right now. Like, I have that right now. I don't have that right now. I don't really like saying that, but I'm not making that type of money right now like I was, but I'm about to again, because I'm going to make that thing happen no matter what. So right now I'm listening to Bob Proctor's, I'm sorry, no, Earl Nightingale's The Magic Word. Bob Proctor's Programming Your Paradigm. Shoot, I gotta write that down so I can say it better next time. But it's a book about reprogramming your mind and your beliefs. I listened to it before, but in the book, he's talking about listening to it over and over again. It's something that I practice and I preach and I tell people all the time is you gotta do it thousands and thousands and thousands of times. So in the book, he's like, listen to this book again. Listen to this book again. So I'm challenging myself to listen to that book possibly once a week, as in try to finish it every week if I can, if not twice a week. Listen to the magic word, and also just everything that I can get my hands on again on selling, so I can learn how to sell better. Because once I'm done with going door to door residential and I have a business laid out with a small group of like 5 people running that, my full focus is going to be going business to business. And then because the sales are twice as much on that anyways. But I need to hone my skills much better than they are in sales. I listened to 2 books in sales, a lot of other stuff, but over the last week, I've listened to 2 books that helped shape my mind, because I knew I was going to be going door to door. So I was like, let me re-energize my mind and myself on what I need. And it is Door to Door Millionaire. I listened to part 1 and part 2 of his books, and I believe his name is Larry. I need to get his last name, or Gary or Larry, one of those. But in those books, he's talking about just going door to doors and beating them down, and what you need to do, the approaches, like in all these different things. It's so dope. So I listened to both of those, and I'm gonna listen to those again while listening to Earl Nightingale and Bob Proctor to just reshape and re-engineer my mind on beating on doors and getting inside doors, so I can get to the point where I'm closing 6 to 10 deals a day. That would net me over anywhere from $25,000 to $5,000 a day. And that is physically working. That's not talking about business to business, but that's physically going out there, making it happen on a daily basis, to generate anywhere from 2,500 to about 5K myself, my own work. And I'm not a huge advocate anymore of like, I'm gonna go out there and beat down doors myself and build things my own money, because the magic key to wealth building is putting people in place to be able to do the work. But I'm on a mission, and this is almost like a project for myself, to see what it takes in this industry to go out and build a business that is generating anywhere from 2,500 to 5K per day, so I can scale that to about 10,000 per day without me actually physically doing the work, building out teams to do the work. Because if doing that, that's like anywhere from 25 to 30K a week is what I'm looking at building. And that's over 100K a month of what I'm going to be building out myself. Put a team behind that, scale it. That's what I'm using right now in my life to shape my mind on a daily basis, reprogramming my mind, because I'm going door to door, hitting about 100 plus doors a day. I will be entering into businesses 3 to 4 hours a day, and I'm gonna couple those together, and I'm gonna bring you along on the ride. If you're watching these videos, this is just me doing brain dumps behind the motivation, behind the other businesses that I've built. Like, this is me actually doing the actual work. If you got questions, if you got comments, if you got anything, I want you to write them below. If you've made it this far in this video, you are a very special person. I wish I had this type of information and somebody was doing this when I was younger and I was trying to figure out, how do I make my own money? Like, how do I do it? Like, whatever product or service you have, yo, knock on doors. Go to apartments, go to businesses, scream at the mountaintop. This is what I got. 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 Fail 1,000 times. I done failed so many times to the point where I wanted to freaking cry over the last 3 weeks. But I made it out. And now I'm about to go back in, but I'm about to go back in even harder than I did over the previous 3 weeks. So be on the lookout for all of the videos that are coming your way. Please, please leave a comment on something that you need so I can help walk you through the process of getting your mind right and also getting that business entrepreneurial spirit right.